Let's talk about the Cowboys now. Big game for them on Sunday as they are taking on Baltimore Ravens. Desperation time for the Ravens. Cowboys coming off a big loss right now at FanDuel Sportsbook. Basically a coin flip. Ravens money line minus 112, Cowboys at minus 104. Total in this game has come down 2 points to 47.5. Meghan, tough loss for the Cowboys last week, but also a tough loss for the Ravens. So who do you see bouncing back in week 3?
I see the Ravens bouncing back. 0-2, not ideal to start the season. But again, back to these underreactions. I think we're underreacting to a massive trend we have seen with Lamar Jackson. He is 20-3 in his career going up against NFC teams. And I don't think that that's random. I really believe that NFC teams who don't face Lamar Jackson on a consistent base don't know how to scheme for him. We have seen it time and time again, and it almost feels like they are shocked. Even though you watch the games, you watch the films, you know everything he's capable of. But unless you're literally in the division with him or playing constantly because you're both competitive in the AFC, it is new. And I think that we've seen already some struggles on the defense for the Cowboys. They have not done a good job at run defense. And now you throw in the best rushing quarterback in the NFL with now King Henry in the running back room for the Ravens. I'm going to buy in simply on that trend of 20-3 against NFC teams. And I'm not going to mess with the spread here because it's essentially a pick 'em. I just
Yeah.
took Baltimore straight up on the money line at minus 112.
Yeah, as you said, minus 112 right now for Baltimore. That's a bit of a discount from where it was earlier on this week. I think they were minus 118 or so. Got to minus 108 this morning. Now back out to minus 112, which is where it stands right now. I've got that about efficient based on my numbers. I had the Ravens favored by 0.25 points, so basically a toss up here. I had value in the under earlier on this week when it was 49.5, down to 47.5. I do still show a bit of value there, 47 being a key number. So the value almost dried up there. But I feel like based on what you were saying, Megan, where you're like, okay, you can run on the Cowboys. I think you can kind of run on the Ravens a bit right now too.
True.
I feel like we see the clock run a lot during this game, which is part of why the under was calling my direction.
I think it's gonna be a game of time of possession. So if
Yeah.
neither team can really stop the run, and that's what happens when your defensive coordinator for Baltimore, Mike McDonald, leaves. He was a fantastic DC for Baltimore, so much so that he goes and gets a head coaching job in Seattle. And now they're trying to fill the pieces. They also lost a couple of key weapons. And if you don't want to play money line or totals here, though, I do like the under as well. I think Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. I'll keep betting it until it doesn't hit. It's still at an okay number. He's had 2 touchdowns this season. The good thing about Baltimore is when they get in the 5-yard line, they're giving it to King Henry, and he's going to be used. Todd Munkin is still going to rely on running the football. I'll take him at minus 115 anytime.
Yeah, minus 115, not a bad number for Derrick Henry. So Megan riding with the Ravens and then liking the Derrick Henry anytime touchdown minus 115.